Yo, what's up design lifers? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jimmy and I'm here to help you with your design life. So today guys, I got another pen review for you. This here is an awesome pen. It was my daily driver for the longest time through school and I just absolutely love this pen. But I'm actually not going to be doing a review on it because this one is very difficult to find. I think it's only sold in the Philippines or somewhere in Asia. My buddy gave this to me and he gave me a couple of them, and the only inks that I have left is this green and blue color. That's why I have that combo going on, but it normally comes in green, blue, red, and black. And so the actual pen that I will be reviewing today, which is very similar to this pen, very similar, but not quite the same, is the Bic 4-color pen. It comes in different colors, and the different colors usually means how thick the ballpoint will be. So this current one here is the orange one, and so the orange one is 0.8 millimeters, and that's considered fine. And there's the blue one. I think the blue one is more popular, and that one is 1 millimeter, so it's a little bit thicker. And you might not think that it's a big deal, but I can definitely tell. And it definitely affects my drawing style and how the line quality will turn out. And so that's mainly the reason why I liked this pen here. So this one is specifically made by Zebra. I don't really exactly know the model number, but I know it's made by Zebra. It gives me a super crispy line, you guys. If you guys haven't seen yet, I made a review on the Bic round stick. So go ahead and check that video out after you watch this one. And I really liked the line quality that that pen gave. And so this one here did exactly the same, but with a more fine tip. So this is the reason why I like this pen. But the only issue is it's only sold in the Philippines as far as I know, so it's really hard to get my hands on one of these. So if you guys know where to grab some of these, hit me up for sure. Alright, so this is the pen that I've been sketching with for a couple months now, ever since I've been running out of this one. For this guy here, it's also a 4-color pen. It's red and black with the blue and green. I lost mine actually, and so my girl ended up getting me one for my birthday to replace it. So let's open it up. I really like this pen though. It is a perfect replacement for this pen. Not quite the same, but it's good in other ways. So this one here is about $2.14. It's actually kind of difficult to find. Not really difficult, but just kind of difficult, and I definitely factor that in to what kind of daily driver am I going to be using, because I often lose my pens. If I'm going to be using an expensive pen, I'm going to be super upset if I lose it. So I don't want to really use expensive pens. I kind of want to use cheaper pens, and even cheaper pens, they are just as good as more expensive pens, or even better from what I found. So it's, you know, just a double whammy right there, being cheap and very accessible. The links should be down below if you guys want to grab yourselves one of these as well. You're gonna have to buy yourself a giant pack because that's the only option that I can find, but go ahead and click that link and you could buy yourself a whole pack of these. All right, so let's jump right into the sketches. Design lifers, let's take a look at some of my sketches that I've done using these two pens. I got a whole stack here, but I'm not quite sure which sketches are from which pen, but like I said, they do sketch very similarly and they do a great job substituting each other. This pen here, if it was a 0.8, I would say this one is maybe a 0.7 and a half. So this one is just a little bit more sharp, a little bit more fine, whereas this one is just a little bit larger. As far as the colors, they're the exact same. As far as the line quality is pretty much the exact same. I feel like since this one is a little bit thicker, the diameter of the ballpoint, it can lay down a slightly thicker, heavier, darker line, or at least it's easier to get to a thicker, darker line, whereas this one you need to build up to it a little more just because it is a little bit finer. But then again, if it is finer, it's easy to do those light construction line sketches. Go ahead and click that link down at the bottom if you guys want to grab some yourselves on Amazon. Just a generic car sketch that I usually would do. So it has the darker lines. You can see it has some of the medium lines, and then than the construction lines and these hash lines here. And I really like the line quality of this. It's really easy for me to do. You know, my style here is I usually go from thick to thin quite often, doing fade offs, doing very light construction lines, and sometimes I really like to lay down a lot of ink, so I'll do something like this. So again, just another very similar scenario here where I am sketching, you know, the variety of different line weights, not too much construction lines. So let's see if we can find a lighter sketch. Right here, I would say is a little bit lighter sketch. So, you know, I don't really add or press too much, don't really emphasize too much adding too much ink. And I really like that sometimes because, you know, it's pretty rare that I'm doing a sketch like this where I'm really laying down a lot of ink. You know, most of my sketches are very quick and the lines are very construction and very light. So I really like a pen that can do that easily. This one here, you guys are going to see now that I'm getting really dark in some areas, and that is very possible with this pen here. You could really build it up super thick like what you guys see right there. You can almost build up every pen to this thickness, but as far as like fading it and having that control when it comes to it blending back in, the pen can really help with that, because, you know, I'm generally very good at doing that, but if I'm not using the right pen, it's just not going to be good. So this one here is going to be a little bit more of a delicate sketch. So with a delicate sketch, I usually like to draw a little bit lighter and a little bit more precise. So this pen, with the fineness of it, the finer the pen, the more precise I feel like I can sketch. So this one here, in contrast to that one, is a very loose sketch. So you guys can see I have a variety now. So this is a little bit more medium, this is very light here, and then this is the main heavy one. So again, just another great demonstration of light heavy lines. And you guys can see I don't really have too much of smearing going on. So these pens do a really good job when you are laying down the ink very heavily. They do dry very fast. You know, when you're sketching, you're moving your hand like this, you'll start to see streaks and like ink down on your palm right there. So I will get that sometimes with this pen once the ink tubes start to run very low on ink. Obviously, something I haven't mentioned yet is that it's pretty much 4 pens in one. See how versatile they are? Like sometimes if I want to sketch in red, or if I want to sketch in green, if I want to sketch in a combination, you know, want to do call outs, I can go ahead and do that easily using just one single pen. So I really love that. And sometimes, you know, I get bored of black. I don't want to sketch in black all the time. Here we go, it's a black pen. This one I can tell for sure is from this pen, and the reason I could tell is just because of the color. The black on this is not a really dark black in comparison to something like that Bic that I reviewed in the last video. Definitely check that video out after this one if you haven't seen that one already. But that Bic can lay down a really dark black colored line, whereas this black here, it is black, but it's a little lighter, it's a little more charcoal-y color. I can definitely tell it's not as heavy and as dark as a Bic pen. You know, black is fun sometimes, but I really like sketching in color. It just gives it a little more pop. 4 pens in one, and they're not any bigger than a normal pen, so that's really awesome. Those Bic pens I forgot to mention in that review, but every once in a while you will get a Bic pen that explodes, or it's gonna go in your pocket, and it's not gonna be a fun day for you, especially if you have nice clothes. So this one here, I really like this sketch because this is one where I'm very loose, I remember, and I'm drawing very lightly. And sometimes I do my best sketches when I am drawing lightly and fast like this. So I really love a pen that can draw, you know, lightly and give me such a crispy line. Like, look at that. Like, these are the lines that I'm looking for specifically. These are the ones that I'm talking about. Other pens, I feel sometimes I just always have to draw loose with this pen, because even if I try to draw precisely, it's not going to turn out crispy and clean like I would want it to. You know, something like a high-tech C pen, which is something that I'll review in maybe a future video. If you guys want to see that video, definitely let me know down in the comments. But that's a very popular pen for industrial designers. But for that one, it's always going to be very loose sketches for me, you know, not very precise and crispy. Very quick, guys. I love doing sketches like this, and if I can have a pen that does that, you know, it's a winner for me. So how about we just go ahead and sketch something ourselves and see how this pen is in action. I feel like drawing cylinders. Let's draw cylinders instead of boxes and cubes. Like this is what I mean when I'm drawing very loosely and lightly. Like I love sketching like this where I'm not really thinking about it. Maybe this can be like an earbud or something. So let's try to make this puppy smear. So I'm gonna lay down a nice crispy thick line right there, and then let's wait about 2 seconds, give it a smudge. Nothing. So that's very, very good right there. You know, so you don't have to wait very long and you can go ahead and just lay down a nice sketch and it won't smudge on you. Wow, holy crap, 11 minutes in. I'm just gonna end the review there, guys. If you want to grab yourself one of these 4 color pens, go ahead and click the link down in the description. Hit that thumbs up button if you like this video and you learned something about it. Share it with anybody that you think would benefit from these videos. Hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my videos. Don't forget to hit that little bell button and click the all option instead of the occasional option. Go ahead and follow us on Design Life Brand on Instagram and also designlifebrand.com to grab yourself an awesome Design Life t-shirts. We got sketchbooks coming soon, guys. I know I've been saying that, but they're definitely shipping soon to our doorstep as we speak. So they are for sure coming soon and I cannot wait. There is going to be a giveaway. All you have to do is make a sketch and then post it on Instagram and hashtag Design Life Brand and just go ahead and follow us and we will pick a winner. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.